Hey everybody, welcome back to Well That Sucks. But first, you want to know what doesn't suck? He says this every time for the sponsor slot on the Well That Sucks subreddit. Check out our sponsor, the like button, and click it right below the video. And also, the Fallen Kingdom Minecraft server once again recently updated with arenas 1v1 and 2v2 PvP on top of updates to the normal Fallen Kingdom tower defense. 1.14 to 1.16 Minecraft Java, actually, if you prefer 1.14 or 1.15. Check out play.fallenkingdom.co and type it in, and I'll see you on here. Sweet. All right, let's start off with number 19, Burst Water Pipe. Oh my God, this one, I saw this. It was on the front page. Oh. For you in particular. I mean, I feel like your car should be okay. You just gotta have to chisel through some ice real quick, get in, turn it on, blast the heat, and it should start to melt everything, and then you'll just have to kind of scrape off whatever else doesn't get tackled by that. But yeah, it should be salvageable. At least it's only water, right? Just needs some heat, and you'll be all good in the end. Just might be a little bit late for work. Although, I don't know. That looks like a dicey place to be driving. Random sharp pieces in plastic. Oh, just the worst. I had, oh man. It was a bottle cap too. It was metal though. It was part of where the cap detaches from the thing that, holds it on, how it has that perforation that you twist off. And one of them, just like, I take the thing off and it created this little metal dagger on the end of it and caused me to bleed. Ridiculous. And then also, don't even get me started again on the terrible packaging that all like SD cards and electronics come in. I guess SD cards now usually have some cardboard on the back that you can get into, but like you tear the thing open and then you I gotta be super careful if I'm not wearing gloves or something, because if I slip on this, it's just gonna slice my hand open. Can we just make all packaging easy to open? I guess there's nothing you can really do about this situation here, but I don't really feel like needing to go and get work gloves every time I have to open something. No denying it anymore. I'm old. That's how I feel, man. Sun, Mun, to when. Oh yeah, it's just the pill scheduling thing. I thought maybe there's something about the specific pill schedule. No, it's just. Yeah, my mom had one of those, so I guess once I have to get one too. Whoo boy, yeah. If I gotta start scheduling them out because of old age related things, then yep. It's like. It's an item that exists not because anybody actually wants to get it, but just because, I guess at least this way I won't screw my health up any worse. Oh boy. I mean, I guess it's coming for all of us at some point, right? Woman gets tattoo about not wearing mask to pretend being someone, not wearing a mask to pretend being someone you're not. 2 days, what? 2 days before first crown case in her state. Hopefully we'll figure this one out. Courageously and radically refused to wear masks. Oh no. Oh God. It's pretty small and it's in black ink, which means it's the perfect candidate for laser removal. Actually makes for a funny story though. Although we might be wearing masks in society for a very, very long time, and there is no way that people aren't going to be confused. But at least they're going to ask. They're going to be like, no one would actually get a tattoo about how proud they are to refuse to wear a mask, right? Like that's. Do you mean something else? It should be like, yeah, I got it before the crown, but also I only got it 2 days before the crown. So really. Greatest timing, or the worst, however you want to think about it. Tell me your is designed in California without telling me your. Oh, okay. Oh God. All right. You missed a there. Oh. Oh. It doesn't have. It doesn't. Okay. All right. Oopsies. Doesn't have a channel to divert the water. Oh, right. Well, I want to give a little bit of benefit of the doubt here, right? Because we once saw another post that was about a Bentley Continental GT, and someone opened the trunk on it and all this water like fell into the trunk. And I was like, that definitely doesn't happen from personal experience. So there was some part that they'd like taken off that car, and then they filmed the video, and it was like, oh, this is kind of misleading. I want to believe the same thing could be happening here, but I don't actually know. I also don't know, is this the Model Y? Because I've seen the trunk in a Model 3 and a Model S, and I don't think it looks like this. Also, the Model X is like a big trunk that connects to the passenger space, so I don't know, I haven't actually like seen the inside of a Model Y, so it must be that. RIP? That's unfortunate. Also, there's snow in California. The other weekend, I drove from being able to see the beach up to being in the snow, in the mountains, and then back. So it's not just a not in California. That's all I'm saying. Like California, you can get to snow pretty quickly. It's kind of cool. So a group of teenagers came in just to trash the theater. Purchase a private screening. For the first 10 minutes, the group repeatedly refilled their concessions, left the movie 20 minutes in, and what? Why? Why would they just rented out a movie theater so that they could have a food fight and then just left? Is that what they didn't actually rent out the space in order to watch a movie. They just wanted to do a food fight. I don't know, maybe it'll end up on social media, like there's gonna be some video of people like having a slow motion food fight in a movie theater with a bunch of different camera angles or something like that. And we'll know that this was the aftermath of the whole thing. That's the one thing I've never understood about movie theaters though. Why is it a thing that people just leave their stuff behind? Why do you just leave your popcorn? I don't understand. Never have I exited a movie theater in my life where there aren't bags of popcorn, often spilled on the ground. What's so difficult about just going and throwing it out? Why do you expect someone to just come up and clean up after you? I don't get it. What is this common courtesy thing that just goes out the window when people are in a movie theater? I hate it. Main water valve was not shut off for winter in a cabin. Oh dear. That's way worse than I expected. Oh God. What do you do about that? Do you like chisel it away before it melts? You probably want to keep it cold inside so that you can at least avoid water damage getting everywhere, hopefully. I mean, I'm sure obviously every pipe has just exploded, but, oh God. I feel like a lot of this probably happened in Texas as well. I mean, there's gotta be plenty of places that just don't experience sub-zero temperatures. Sorry, sub-zero Celsius, I should say. And it just, like LA would be destroyed, absolutely destroyed in freezing temperatures. The amount of pipes that would burst, roads would not be travelable. I mean, it would be, I can't even imagine, man. It'd be really bad. Best prank ever. Best prank ever on Well That Sucks. All right, hold water bottles, hold a magazine, hold a notepad. I don't know where this is going. I have no idea. She's gonna... I thought she was gonna like put something in his hand that like it caused him to be scared, like put a spider on top or something and cause him to drop and like shatter something, but nope, I guess that works too. What is that? Is it like a bunch of cinnamon or just a coating of frosting on top of a napkin? Hey, at least he's a good sport about it. Girlfriend and I have the Crown. Heater went out. Technician can't come out due to quarantine. Decided to try and fix it myself. Tripped over a pipe and fell through the ceiling. Anyone need a handyman? At least you're okay. Like when you see that in comedies and stuff, someone falling through a ceiling and then they just get up and laugh it off. I'm like, that probably usually doesn't work. You probably end up in the hospital. You could land on some sharp thing that's sticking up as it falls and you impale yourself on that. Why is this a comedy thing? I'm glad that you're okay because that seems like it would just go really poorly, falling through a ceiling. Doesn't seem comedic at all. Although, I don't know, maybe you ended up, like, what did you land on? Did you land on the ladder and clothing? And you didn't really fall as far as you could have, so I guess that's good. Now you really need a handyman. A statue of Jesus in India mysteriously began dripping water from its toes. Worshippers started collecting it and drinking it, believing it was holy. The source of the water was later found to be a clogged toilet near the statue. Why do I feel like I've heard this one or seen this one before? And I'm just thinking, like, where did you think the water was coming? Like, the water had to come from somewhere. Yeah, unless it was just really, like, the toes were really, really cold and it was really, really humid and it started condensating, in which case, I guess that's the best case scenario. But otherwise, it's got to be coming from somewhere, and the odds are just not great that the source is very clean. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Apartment hallway in Dallas, Texas, looking like a scene from the Titanic. Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like I've seen just a bunch of different photos of different buildings that looked similar to this. Like, how long does it take to fix the damage from this sort of stuff? Because I have to imagine that it's gonna melt probably before it's cleared out, and then you just have water damage that's seeping into every part of the building, and then you're gonna have to deal with mold that's growing after the fact when it's all damp and gross, and oh man, then you have to tear open the walls, fix the broken pipes, and just, why does water have to expand when it freezes, huh? Solids are usually denser than their liquid counterparts. Why does H2O have to be weird about the whole thing? Yeah, sure, whatever. It allows for there to be ice coatings on top of lakes and keep the fish alive underneath rather than freezing from the bottom up, but it just destroys everything else. Been waiting 6 weeks for a rather expensive toilet so we can fit it at a client's house. It has finally arrived. That's cool. I mean, it's all the rage these days to reassemble the thing, and then you have this really unique, kind of cracked aesthetic. It's like ripped jeans, it's pre-broken toilets, and then you reassemble it, and it looks great. It's new style. Also, though, aren't the really, really fancy toilets, the electronic ones, the Toto ones that spray your butt, aren't those made of plastic? So if you're going for a really expensive toilet, then that seems like a better bet, because it probably can't shatter on the way over. Just have the electronics break, probably. A part of Highway 1 fell into the ocean, so 45-mile drive turned into a 200-mile drive. Yeah, so I saw this one. I mean, not in person, but heard about it. Because this is a route that I would drive if I were going to like Monterey Car Week or something like that, which is in the summer, which obviously didn't happen this past year, but maybe it'll happen this August. And it's a really bad landslide. It just absolutely decimated that part of the highway, and I'm pretty sure it's at a spot where you can't just take like a small little detour up the hill and get around it. There is no road that you can take that just goes around the thing. It doesn't exist. Because even though I don't think it's closed in as long of a stretch right now, just closed where the landslide is, I don't think there is a way. Someone needs to create a ferry service or something where you can, I don't know how, because it's the Highway 1's kind of up on a cliff and then the water's down below it. Don't know how you get the cars down there, but anyway, I wonder when it's going to be fixed. It was a massive landslide, so it seems like it'll be months, which, oh god, it's a heck of a detour, dude. Oh my goodness. I think I left a window open last night, not sure. Man, it must be wintertime, because we're seeing a lot of posts here about snow and ice being really problematic. I don't even really leave my windows open here when in the winter it's fairly fair weather for the most part. You guys have guts leaving your windows open in places where it's freezing cold and snows and stuff. I mean, built different. Young teacher problems. Young teacher problem. Oh, let me guess. She's... The literal job is being a hall monitor, and other people are calling her out. Is there any follow-up on this? Do they just, after she says I work here, are they just too mortified to follow up and make sure that it's actually legit? Or is she not including the part where she then pulls out her ID and shows the teacher come on, really? We're gonna do this? You don't recognize? We've met 50 times. Just because I'm wearing a mask, you don't recognize me? Unbelievable. When you're working from home and you hit video instead of audio. I think about this often when I've been on a conference call or something like that, and I dial in, but people will be like, "Oh, how you doing? Are you sure you're up?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I wouldn't be on the call if I wasn't up. So I'm here, but also I don't say that, yes, I'm still in bed right now, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a good thing that the Wi-Fi reception works well in my bedroom. I've designed it so that I can do this. Cool. In-laws invited us over for dinner. It was a trap. I mean, is it not ever a trap though? Isn't that the thing about in-laws, is that you kind of just are trying to avoid them at all cost? And so what happened here is it just ended up being an in-law visit, which is just generally, not considered a fun thing. It ended up living up to the expectation. So I don't know, man. Or you could just get into uncomfortable political conversation. There's just a whole bunch of ways, and one of the bad ways it can go is probably going to happen. And the top for the last month, United Airlines Boeing 777-200 engine number 2 caught fire after takeoff at Denver International Airport. I feel like most of us have probably seen this at this point. I believe the plane did land and everyone was okay. But I was scrolling on the Reddit app in my phone, and I see this, and then the post right below it. I get to see the cause and the effect. It's a picture of like the ring that goes around the front of the turbine just in a yard. I'm like, oh, okay, that's some real coincidental timing right there. Yeah, somehow nobody got hit or injured by the stuff falling off, but like there was just, obviously it has to fall off somewhere, and so this like engine, all the components just fell off into people's backyard. Unfortunately, everyone was okay, but yeah, that'd be a panicky sight. Just look over at that and see the engine exploded and on fire. I hope to never experience that. Okay, that's it for the last month of Well That Sucks. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist in the description for more Well That Sucks. Also check out the Fallen Kingdom server, play.fallenkingdom.co, Minecraft Java 1.14 to 1.16. And if you want to catch the last Well That Sucks, click up here, end screen thing, latest mirror music upload down below it, and that's it. I'll see you next time.